That was an awful lot to fit in a very small space there. I don't know what I managed to do there. I wasn't expecting, no, forget that. Hello you lovely people of the internet, and welcome to another day of me being seriously messed up. And today, seriously messed up, is a Friday, and I've already been out. I spent a couple of hours with my girlfriend. This was like a 7:30 in the morning. It's now 10 o'clock or just gone. I'm meeting up with Jono later, and I'm just recording something now because I can. I don't know whether to record something later. I haven't decided that yet because I am where I am at this point in time. I'm 2 coffees into me day. I haven't been awake long enough really to be functional, which is a good thing because it means my brain and my mouth are just connected. I had a shower this morning, which was really needed because, you know, I've got a lot of crap to wash out of me body. I'm expecting a phone call from me doctor today. But whether that happens is another matter because, like, it doesn't even say anything other than a message from about 3-4 weeks ago saying that there was going to be one today. Normally I get an email or a text message or something saying there's an appointment today. I've not had anything, so I'm not sure if it's even happening. I'm assuming that it is, but I'm not expecting it. I've had another letter, more fan mail. I don't know why people are sending me fan mail, but I'm a big fan of it, you know, a big fan of fan mail because, like, it gives me some way to interact with you lovely people where I don't have to do all the heavy lifting. So this one is from Richard Nobles. Right, that's it, that's his name, Richard Nobles from Chepstow, wherever that is. I've got no idea where Chepstow is. And this is what it says. Dear Seriously Messed Up, thank you for all your lovely videos and all the... I can't read that. And all the lovely things that you write on the... Oh God, this writing's terrible, hang on a minute. And all the... Oh, right. All those lovely things that you've written really made me laugh. Especially that bit about leaving Turns Unstoned. That was very funny. Can you write any more funny stuff like that, please? Or say some funny stuff? Well, Dick, I mean Richard. Actually, do you mind being called... I wonder if he minds being called Dick. I'll call him Richard. Well, Richard, yeah, I do plan on doing more funny stuff. I plan on making some really funny content. There's going to be spoon juggling. I know I've met that there's like a what do you call them? A multiple choice thing, a poll. There's been a poll to see what I want to do. I've already done a poetry, but I reckon I can juggle spoons. I've tried it in the flat. There's not quite enough room, so I'm going to have to do it outside. But I'm going to juggle spoons, and it's going to be fantastic. I'm not sure how this camera will pick it up because it's a wide angle. It's a wide angle lens, so it mightn't pick up the details. So we'll have to see what happens anyway. But I'm hoping I can video it, me juggling spoons. So that'll be entertaining. I'm not sure it'll be funny. I mean, it'll be funny watching me do it because you think, look at the size of her. She's never going to be able to juggle those spoons. You haven't seen the size of the spoons, have you? Right. But funny stuff, anyway. We want funny stuff. Yeah, hopefully I will write more funny stuff as it occurs to me. But if not, then I'm glad you're enjoying it anyway, Richard. In normal things, for a moment at least, you can tell it's the school holidays. Because there's all those little people running around. I'm fine with little people running around. The thing that really gets to me is the screaming. You know, the way the little things, they scream as if they're being tortured. I mean, it just wants some milk or some food stuffing into its face hole. And why do they have to make so much noise about it? I mean, you know, you've got the parents' attention. Can you stop doing it now? The parents there sticking things in your face hole. What more do you want? I mean, okay, it might be more complicated than that. You see, that's where it's like, I can't do the... Because that's a bit punch down kind of stuff, and I don't really do that. I can't really do that because I think that, like, kids can't help being kids, you know. Although one of them, I was in coffee number 1 before, right? And one of these kids, the noise from it sounded like, I can imagine a noise a dinosaur would make, you know, little baby dinosaur, like a kind of noise. I can't do it. I literally can't do whatever noise that was. I looked around and there's just little people there in prams, and I'm like, that can't have been one of them that's just made that noise. That is, and they can't be feral, because I mean, you know, they're going into a coffee shop. Feral people don't go into coffee shops, do they? Sorry, that was a bit like, you know, me saying that. It's like, I'm feral. I don't look feral. No, maybe I do look feral. I don't smell feral. I had a shower this morning. Oh, imagine that. Lynx feral. That's got to be better than Lynx Bodmin, hasn't it? Lynx feral. Yeah. Must write that down. Lynx feral. I'll forget that one. I literally have to write it down. I don't know where my book is for writing things down. That's annoying. But I'm going to have to write that down. Lynx feral. That is something for the future. Every time I'm sat here, right, I think I've mentioned this before, because, like, I've sat here before. Right, I've mentioned about the stickers on the doors, right? It's like, the stickers on the doors is something that started off by my adopted sister. Not really adopted, but, like, adopted. You know, when somebody's... My adopted sister, Jane, she stayed there for a little while and started sticking things all over the doors and everything, and like we've just leaned into it even more. But I think it was the last time she was here, actually, we were talking about when she was over in Ireland. She lived in Ireland for a little while, and while she was over there, Rolf Harris died, and she denies having anything to do with it, but it does say on the door, strictly tell your friends Jane iced Rolf Harris. Now, I know what's meant by iced, right? Because that's a way of saying inhuming someone, isn't it? Is what's meant by that. But I read it as iced, as in like icing, you know, little ice turds and things like with icing, and it just doesn't sound right somehow. I try not to let it get to me, but I'm sat here and that's what I'm looking at. Right, I don't know if any of you remember this, but a few years ago, the people on... It might have been... I don't know if it was just people on benefits or everybody. I honestly can't remember. But I know it was being on benefits, I know I received it. And everybody received something like £100, £150 every few months. It was some sort of to help with the cost of living crisis thing, I think, from what I can recall. Everybody's like saying, oh, I got this money, I was able to do this and I was able to do that. I bought kylie sheets. Now, I don't know if you know what kylie sheets are, but the sheets that are put onto beds, it's for people who soil themselves. They're used in care homes an awful lot. So I bought myself kylie sheets because at the time I was peeing the bed. It's like I'd lost control of my bladder, not continually, but like when I was asleep, I would wake up and I'd peed the bed. And I don't know what was going on. So everyone was buying all these nice things for themselves with this £100. I mean, what nice things you can buy is like... Yeah, you know, again, that's debatable, you know. Some people who don't like people on benefits think that we should live in abject poverty and we should have no pleasures whatsoever, because there's some kind of twist. There's something twisted about wishing that on people, but that is another thing entirely. So I bought myself these kylie sheets anyway because I was paying myself. And it turns out like the medication I was on wasn't helping. And so like they changed the medication and that stopped happening, and we were all better for it, you know. Well, I am anyway. But anyway, I was looking for these kylie sheets last night and I can't find them anywhere. I don't know what I've done with them. But I wanted one to put on the bottom of my bed because I have to put moisturising stuff on my legs because of the lipedema and lymphedema. I'm saying them wrong, but you know which ones what I mean anyway. So I've got to put moisturiser on it, and it gets all over the bedding, and I haven't got anything that I can put down. So I thought, oh, I've got those kylie sheets, haven't I? But I can't find them. I've got no idea what I've done with my kylie sheets. I suspect that I might have thrown them out in a kind of like, well, I'm not going to use them anyway now, am I? I don't pee myself, even though I do sometimes occasionally. I suspect that's what I've done. I've thrown them out because I can't find them anyway. But I'm kind of gutted because, like, I really could have used those to stop it getting all over me bedding, because these things are easy to wash. Why have I told you about that? This is my life. This is what I do. My life is boring. There's the thing again, the B-roll. The B-roll keeps coming. I was talking to my girlfriend about it. I just need to think about what I'm going to do. I write the script, right? I mean, I've got a script for today, an outline. So I've got my outline, and I followed the outline. Really, I should do the B-roll things before or after, or somehow after what I've said stuff. Get the B-roll, and then I can put B-roll in and make it exciting, make it interesting, make it to drive the story on. But there's a part of me that says that's another layer of things to do, and this is the ADHD thing of like the planning. I can see the beginning of the project and I can see the end of the project. The bit in the middle is all wibbly wobbly, timey-wimey kind of stuff that it just sorts itself out, doesn't it? Except it doesn't. Somebody needs to do the B-roll. I need to do the B-roll. Maybe, right, I said if I ever made money, I wouldn't get it. I would still do the editing myself. Maybe I would pay someone to do the B-roll for me. And I would happily edit the B-roll into it. I just don't want to do stuff myself. I don't want to do everything myself. And that's what I need. Somebody will do B-roll for me. That's where I'm at right now. I've got bigger plans that I would love to be able to do. I've said it before, like a little sitcom thing, 2 videos a week, little sitcom with all this kind of stuff in it, but as a sitcom with other people and more interactions, and still telling the same boring stories, but with more panache and more memes and more memeable bits and funny bits, and because the interactions between people is way funnier than interactions between me and a camera and my alleged viewers. Now, I know there are viewers out there, but there are people who are watching this who don't know that there's other people watching it. They think they're on their own watching with this kind of, what's the word? They're having this sort of like, they're feeling pity watching this video, and they feel a bit ashamed that they're sitting here watching a video of like some fat trans chick churning away at the camera, and they don't realise there's other people doing it as well. They're not on their own doing this, and it's okay. There's no shame. Well, there is a bit of shame. No, there's no shame in it. We all have our kinks and our peccadillos. It's fine. It's fine if it. But there's people who don't know that there's other people watching this, and I'm reaching out to them now. You're not alone. There are other people watching this. There are other people watching my videos. Maybe you need to get some kind of support group together or something and work together on this, you know? Talk to each other. Help each other out, help each other through the difficult bits, you know. I don't know if anyone's noticed, you might not have done, but I've started adding chapters so you can legitimately skip bits that you're not interested in. I even try to like give them a title so you know what's going to be there, so you don't have to suffer so much. It's because I care, because I know how hard it is, because I have to edit these things, and there's no support group for me, but that's okay. I can deal with it. But you people who think you're alone watching these things, whatever, this is a thing now. I don't suggest having a watch party, you know, where you've got 3 or 4 years all sitting there, oh, let's watch. Because I think like you'll all start sort of like resonating at the same frequency with me. I haven't even got words for what that is. That is seriously messed up, and you don't want to go there. Right, I think that I've said everything that I can say that makes any sense. If there's anything else that I could have said that would have made sense, I'd have already said it by now, I think. I know that I will forget by the time that I turn this camera off and start the editing process. While I'm editing, I will go, oh yeah, I should have said this. I could have called this, that. And there's all these shoulda, woulda, couldas that I have. I'm not getting involved in that right now. I've said everything I could possibly say. Thank you for putting up with me. No, thank you for putting up with me. I'll see you tomorrow. Love yous. Bye.